What's up?
If you had an iPhone, you'd be in business.
Yeah.
You guys got all these custom little cases. She threw away the DS games.
What?
Last night.
Threw them away.
We were going through the. We were going through the trash.
Oh.
She didn't think she'd get any money for them.
Oh my God.
We were going through the kitchen trash can trying to find them.
That is just painful hearing.
I don't know if you have that one. It's in real nice condition, so it'd be perfect.
I don't have it in this nice condition.
How much would you guys go on this one right here?
Wheel and deal with him. I don't really have a price. $5?
5? Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Whatever Bookman sells will go below it. Yeah.
I'd hope so. Those guys are crazy. Thank
I
you.
just started drinking wine for the first time in my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can't get into it.
I tried. Acquired taste. Thank you guys very much for looking. Have a good one.
Find at this house. Let's go see what it is. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Pretty good, and yourself? All right.
A million bazillion games.
Oh wow.
235 to be exact.
Wow. That's a lot of games.
Yes, it is. Had a lot of kids, a lot of Xboxes, PlayStations, 2s, 3s going at the same time.
Man.
Wii's.
Oh, Sly Cooper, epic. Got a million of these Snake Eater games.
Yeah. There's the
Oh, Metal
metal
Gear
ones,
Solid.
the metal Snake Eater things. Yeah. There's a lot that are duplicates, but I'm not gonna.
Oh, there's more games in here too?
Yeah, there's everything.
Somewhere there's Wii
Oh, wow.
games. That's what I've been trying to
Oh, there's some in there.
root up.
And then there's some underneath it too, it looks like. Wow.
Where are you moving to?
Well, I'm actually moving to El Paso just to pick up my youngest daughter's there, and then picking up an RV, and then I'm gonna start traveling. I've got
Put a pile in
family,
here.
you know, in Florida, Michigan, North
Right.
Carolina. So, just kind of do it.
It's gonna be humid and muggy this time of year. But it's gonna be like that here too, I suppose.
Well, you know, just it should be.
The
We should
Punisher.
be coming out of it pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, you know, we have amazing falls and winters.
Yeah, you
put up
figure
I can
like
put
9
up with
months
the
out.
summer. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I tell people they whine about the summer. I'm like, I'll trade that for 9 fantastic months.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got a 75-foot pool in the back that I swim in, you know, 8 months out of 9 or 12.
I wish I had a pool. I can't quite afford one.
Oh well, we
Gotta find a house with one, right?
no, me and my late husband, you know, built it in like 2000 by patio pools.
Right.
If there's anything in there I missed.
Oh, you built your own.
Yeah, it's in the back. That's real nice.
Xena Warrior Princess Day 1 bar. Did you ever watch the show Spartacus?
Did I? Or yes,
Any of you
your
guys?
friend.
Either of you two.
Yeah,
I watched a little bit.
She was Xena was the star of it.
Yeah.
She was
Was she?
she was the Matty Giannis' wife, the guy that ran the.
I tell you what, it's a lot fairer than it was this morning, huh?
What is this?
Before we throw too many games in the pile, what are you asking per game?
That's a good question.
$1 a game.
Okay.
$1 a game.
And it doesn't matter if it's PlayStation, Wii, or whatever. That's.
Well, we'll just add anything kind of interesting. I guess we'll just add.
Looks interesting. You want bully?
No.
Yeah.
I have it at the like Rockstar Edition one.
When he did it, yeah, the wheel kind of went.
Frogger
forward,
Adventures.
And
What?
This is the
The
buy pile.
Yeah.
To get up to like at least 20 games.
goes
God,
around
these games I want to buy are missing. Make sure to check the cases.
Yes. Mario Sunshine did that.
Oh, was that a game in there? Oh,
I'm gonna check the cases. Keep going through and keep
I was
adding.
thinking of a different. What is this? I want this. Oh, this is like one of those Dynasty Warrior games, but not. It's like a spin-off. Romance of the Kingdom 7.
Yeah, throw that on there. Romance of the Three Kingdoms. This was a NES game. You want this Desert Storm game and Medal of Honor?
Yeah, dude. Dude, those are the classic, like, before Call of Duty took over. They're pretty awesome. My favorite one was the one where you're fighting Japan.
Dog's Life? Is that the one by?
Which one?
Dog's Life?
I've heard it's pretty cool. You're a dog.
Dollar piece, so there's no...
Yeah, and
That's exactly. I'm taking advantage of this. Do WWE games. Those are the GOAT.
One last look at what's left. It was funny the other day I was complaining to Fanta about not finding Tony Hawk games, and then boom, in one sell, all $1 piece, all complete and pretty close to mint. So I'm going to be picking all these up just so I have them forever. Not that they're valuable or anything, but $1 a piece and in perfect condition. I'll toss them right into the collection. And I went through all this other stuff already. Tons, and I mean tons of sports games. And then at $1 a piece, you're picking all these up right here. All checked, all complete in box, and then pretty close to mint, most of them. So I'll be leaving with these. Came back the next day, it's actually Sunday today, but didn't want to leave all these behind for $1 a piece. Took out pretty much everything that's not a sports game, besides one or two in here. But this is the most video games I've ever seen at a garage sale, over 200. Yeah, all that's left is pretty much sports games and shovelware. So we bought most of, if not all of the, this is a fun game, I might actually have to add that one. This game's not in the box, but most of the decent titles. But the thought I had is how much money these people, Soul Calibur 2's not in there, it's just an empty box unfortunately, how much money they spent in their life on these games. Just saying they bought them new, if they were all $60, you can imagine how much this lot was of over 200 games here. Absolutely crazy to think about, and I've of course spent more, but insane to think about. What is going on, YouTube? White here, back in the movie theater apparently with Antonio Banderas. And Antonio left me a surprise at the bottom of the popcorn barrel apparently. So we started the video off on the wrong foot.
Are you gonna keep that part?
We hopped on the whole... No, I'm not keeping the intro.
Dude, give me that chunk. I'll put it on the Facebook.
We'll put it on the Facebook
Put
for
it on
our
Facebook.
bonus footage.
You know what? We always have a little bit before we start doing the video that we never put on YouTube.
A lot of bit.
So you could start giving me that little bit, or a lot of bit, and I could start putting that on the Facebook, because it got really good reception putting bonus stuff on there.
We'll put bonus. So. We're putting bonus content on the Facebook.
Bonus content.
Go to the link down below. We'll put stuff down there. We'll put pictures of our finds.
Pictures of finds, pictures of yard sales,
and possible trades.
Yeah,
because we don't. I don't want to, like I've said a million times. We don't communicate that much over YouTube, because it's a
really
contorted
abortion.
It's good.
It really is.
I mean, I try to go through all the different comments and answer them, but sometimes I see comments from like a 2-year-old video, and I'm like,
or if you
it.
click on the comment, and I never see it. Period.
Exactly.
So
So
I'll
if
go
I
back
see
and
it,
see,
he
like,
didn't see it, and
it's a mess, and it's hard when you get a lot of comments per hour. But if you guys go to Facebook, I almost guarantee you we will respond in one way or another.
Yeah.
So for trades and stuff, go there. Let's get into the fines. All
There's
this
a
from
lot.
one weekend, which
Yeah.
is rare. By my count, and I might have miscounted, but I counted 48 games at the second yard sale, and then the
Wow.
Mario game. 48 games,
Wow.
which is the most we've gotten at a yard sale,
it's
maybe ever. No, not ever.
not ever.
But for a long
it's
time,
been a
48
long
games.
time.
48 games is a huge fine. Nothing amazing. We'll get into it in a second, but definitely some quality titles and $1 a piece. But let's hop into the first fine that kind of played us into the day.
Yes.
Before we show off the fine, the mother threw away
Oh.
a bag of DS games. She said she thought they'd be worthless, so she threw away an entire Ziploc baggie full of possibly dozens of DS games. We've heard horror stories like this before. I told you about the guy that threw away Wind Waker.
Yeah, I remember there was another guy at a yard sale talked about throwing away all of his GameCube games, and my old coworker, actually his parents threw away all of his Super Nintendo games because they were just tired of him playing every day.
We just think they're like VHSs.
So they threw away, I believe he had Chrono Trigger, Castlevania 4, like just a lot of really high
Just
market
like great.
games.
We've all heard the horror story of the grandma that threw away the baseball card collection in her attic that had the signed Babe Ruth rookie card.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the newer and much less painful generation of that, but still annoying when people throw away games. I'd much rather hear we resold these, or they're on eBay, or they're at Bookman's, because then they're still in the circulation.
They're still alive. Like, if you throw something away, it's being destroyed.
It's gone.
You're making something. They're like adding to the rarity of things. Like there's.
They're creating more demand because they're getting rid of the product. But anyway, after a while, we got them. They brought out some Wii games, a couple generic titles like Legos and stuff. But you ended up getting this.
Lego games are good and all, but not on the Wii.
No.
Anyway,
I see them so often.
New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii. This is complete, and I actually don't remember the disc condition.
Nice.
Not bad.
Really nice.
Yeah, not bad.
And you don't own this game, do you?
I don't think I have it complete.
Okay.
So, and I think my other one is all jacked up, so this is going to be a nice new box. Nice new manual. I think my disc is better than the other one, so. The nice thing about collecting is you get doubles, and not only can you sell the doubles so you get more money to go yard sale the next week, but you also can Frankenstein cases together.
Piece things out till you get the mint condition.
Like this plastic's better than that plastic, but this cover art's better than that cover art. So I remember I did that all the time at GameStop.
Instruction booklet in one is crappy but perfect in the other. And basically after a while you end up getting like a mint condition.
Mint, yeah. So you get a really nice looking collection after a couple copies.
After a lot of
unless you got lucky to begin with.
Buying good valuable games at yard sales is never a waste of money.
No, of course
ever.
Not.
You either can trade it, resell it, or piece together.
Same with kind of what you did this time by going back and getting more. Because not only did you get the games, and like some of them are pretty cool and none of them are sports games, but you also have new PS2 cases.
Have great cases, and we'll talk about that fine in a minute.
Yeah.
So the rest of the day after you got this fine, pretty abysmal. In fact, awful. The very last sale we're going to, we have a tradition of going to Rubio's at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
On the way to Rubio's, it's probably about 9:50. We decided to stop at this sale. And my first thought is this is going to be the worst cell we've ever been to.
It looked terrible.
There was like scrap metal.
There was a broken garage.
The garage was like hanging by a thread, teetering.
I mean, you couldn't even see into the garage because there's that big, like what was the storage unit?
It was just like a big hunk of, maybe a storage unit, but it was a big like metal object
box
in the middle. And I walked up against my better judgment. I wanted to drive by. I was like, let's keep going, Fanta. We talk about never skipping garage sales. And I walk up, and sure enough, she quotes me as having something like 206 games.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, you like old video games? I have 206 of them. So,
you should the exact, no, 206. It wasn't 200 games, or I have over 200. It was
no, she said the exact number. I don't quote me on 206, but she said 200 and blank. Yeah. It was the exact number. Heartbreakingly, so many of them were sports games.
Yeah.
An insane amount. And the first bin she brought up before you even came up was
all
sports games. And I was thinking she must have been a reseller that bought all those games from Goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
All those sports games because you know how we've seen a million
so
of
many.
them. I thought she bought those, couldn't sell them, and is now trying to liquidate at a garage sale. That was my first assumption. But then she kept bringing out box after box. I think there was about 4 of them total, and I started to see some awesome titles. And I waved you up with the spy cam. And what was your first impression, kind of as you walked up?
My first impression was wow, just utter shock. Like I couldn't believe how many games were in the crate, and then like finding more of the crates,
Right.
and then there were games underneath the games. In
It was
the
like
crates,
it was like
and-
stacked like this, and then there was another row like under like several times. So
It was like how you want yard selling to be. It's like treasure hunting.
literally
Like,
treasure hunting. Yeah.
We were digging through. We were getting through the dirt to get to the gold.
But instead
And it
of
was-
going through a pile of junk, we were
Yeah.
going through other games.
Other
Just
games.
games to get to
Yes.
games. So there was
it's
by
incredible.
no means insane finds in this lot.
No.
There was a couple really good titles, obviously, but overall it was kind of just good games. Nothing
Yeah.
amazing. But at $1 a piece, the thing that really caught my attention, the reason I went back the next day, is the condition that a lot of
they
these
were
games
great.
were in.
Yeah.
And one last thing before we show off the finds, something I was thinking about, and I mentioned in my spy cam footage, is that if she bought all these at $60, she must have spent like $12,000 on this on these sports video games and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I always wonder when I see with somebody with a lot of sports games. I'm like, what did you
I
pay?
was guilty as a kid of buying a lot of them.
Did you?
Now
I
that
was
I'm an
never
adult,
that kid. I never had sports games. My friends always did. Is that
I
sealed?
didn't realize that until right now. It's not.
It's
like
like resealed.
We'll get into that in a minute, but
That's cool.
wow. I'll show
yeah.
off my finds really quick, and then you can get your big
Oh,
stack.
one more thought. When I saw the GameCube and Wii, I was hoping for a lot more.
I was hoping for a lot more. One GameCube game.
One GameCube
But
game.
can you
But
complain?
it was a good GameCube game.
Can you complain when it was Super Mario Sunshine? Not complete. It is a black label box, but the disc is possibly better than mine. So as we
wow.
talked about a minute ago, trading out the disc.
It's always interesting when you get like a really nice box, but then the disc is just ass.
Right.
And you get this kind of box that's got like these teeth marks over here. It's
like
like a
someone bit it.
manual. And yet the disc looks
but
phenomenal.
the disc is flawless. So another Wii game. I just bought this strictly to change out with mine because the condition is really nice. Wii Play.
It's actually a fun game.
Fun game. If you ever have like the nephews or whatever over, this like make
Or you could
condition,
do
by
like
the way.
drunk gameplay of that.
Sure, sure.
Like with the tanks, because you have to like shoot the bullet at the wall, and then it ricochets with angles and stuff, so you can kind of like calculate where
Right.
it's gonna go. And
Right.
It's like an old. There's an Intellivision game called Tanks, and it's exactly like this is kind of a newer version of that.
Reminds me of Return Fire, kind of. But yeah, a good game to have for like the family. Like
Yeah.
anyone can pick up and play this. So if you have kids or something, always nice to have in your collection. On Mission 2, I was kind of butthurt that this wasn't the one with Gene Reno, and it's not in there. So never mind. It's a nice empty case of Onimushu 2. I swear I didn't put. I swear you threw this into my pile. I'm not mad at all, but
I remember it was in the pile, and I was just separating them out,
And
and
I
I
think you
thought
threw
you
it.
wanted that one.
so an empty case. I swear we went through most of
I
these.
thought we did too.
But not
I even
there.
remember saying this time we need to look through all these to make sure the disc is in there. Do you want to open
Right.
that up?
I'm gonna open it up. It's
Yeah.
somewhat factory sealed, but not quite.
Hiya.
But if this is like a reseal or something, I can tell because it didn't have the, you know how
Yeah,
it
it
has the
didn't.
tape
Yeah,
thing
it looks
on
actually.
top?
It looks like it used to have it.
It used to have it, but someone resealed this, and the instruction booklet's wrong. You can see the instruction
Oh, it's
booklet's
missing the
ripped.
front.
So it's missing the front page of the instruction booklet. So this is resealed. Hopefully this lady bought all these games cheap.
Let's see the disc. Hopefully, yeah. First, oh,
Not bad.
it was
Not
definitely
perfect,
resale.
but it was definitely a resale. Telling me that she did not spend $12,000 on this lot of somewhat generic games.
Yeah, because look, there's $1 right there in that
Pawn
one.
America. So
So
maybe
let's
she
see.
did buy a lot of these at the pawn store. Final Fantasy X for $1. I'm happy to get this and I'm going to play it. One of my least favorite memories of Blockbuster was renting this game right when it came out. I was really excited to play it. And the disc did not play. It didn't read. I don't know if Blockbuster didn't test that stuff or I don't know what they did.
I remember having games like that happen at Blockbuster. I remember renting games. Remember renting games? Does anyone remember renting games? That
A
was...
Blockbuster.
I miss renting games.
I miss Blockbuster.
From Blockbuster, just because you just go in and you could look at all these different games, and it was like, what, $2 to rent a game or something like that? And you
It
could
was
try it out.
it was cheap, but sometimes it didn't work.
Yeah.
Robotech Battle Cry which it looks like she got for $1 at Pawn America. Probably our next find site video is going to be talking about the pawn shop luck we used to have.
I miss pawn shops, man.
Good heavens. We'll go back and show some old spy cam footage from 2012.
Remember when we had the series Fanta Finds and we had the channel Fanta Finds? Because we'd find so much stuff that we had to have 2 channels to contain all of our finds.
So you go to college and you'd stop those pawn shops and it was just dollar NES games, hundreds of them.
No, they weren't even $1. Those were like a nickel.
Yeah, they were like
quarter
cheap.
Or something stupid.
We'll do a video of all our pawn shop luck and talking about what on earth happened to that. Because man, it was some crazy luck. We were so lucky the first few months of game hunting.
We took that for granted.
We did. I
really did.
I thought it was always gonna be like that. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Amazing game.
Awesome game. I don't have it for PS2. Obviously, you want to find it on Xbox One if you want, but with this condition, I was not going to leave this game behind.
Did you say Xbox One?
Close, or Xbox
You have to say
One.
Xbox Original now. Because
Original
Microsoft
Xbox,
is
there you go.
stupid.
Microsoft wanted to troll all the consumers with that confusion. So that's it. That was the games I got that day. You can show off your insane
The games
big
I
pile
got. I kind of just picked either games that I'd seen in the past that I never picked up, or games that kind of interested me. This game looked really weird, so I wanted to buy it. Romance 7. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 7, okay. So there's that. It's basically Dynasty Warriors, from what it looked like, plus it's made by Koei, which makes the Dynasty Warrior series. So,
The original purple disc.
Yeah.
I love those.
Those are awesome.
This was an NES game. I have one back there on NES.
Really? There's a rent?
Yeah, that's how old the series was.
Wow,
Yep.
that's cool. You need to show me that.
It's back there somewhere.
But the cool thing is about this one is that it looks like you can actually have your own city. So it's kind of got that strategy element to it, the building element. And it says you can play 535 different characters.
Wow.
So,
Officer, mayor,
you can be all these different things in the game.
Warlord.
These were really fun games as a kid, especially because they were co-op. This one isn't because you got the whole kingdom thing going on. But all the Dynasty Warrior games were a lot of fun. They had a leveling system. They had equipment you could get. That equipment could level up and evolve and change into different equipment. And then you could have like these servants. And then they fought with you. And they had their own armor and their own abilities. And they all leveled up. And it was really
I want to play that Hyrule Warriors game.
Yeah, that game's a lot of fun.
I need to get a Wii U
That
eventually.
game's a lot of fun. Dragon Ball Z Budokai. I'm looking for Budokai 2. But this will suffice for now.
Disc is fine. I don't know
Looks
what
like
that
it was
is.
resurfaced.
Looks like toothpaste or something in there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. It got kind of screwed up on the front. Looks like there's like tape or something right here. Like
Should
duct
play.
tape.
The back looks great.
It
Dragon
should
Ball Z.
play.
I remember the hype
plays.
for this game, like back in the Game Pro
The
days.
Budokai series was the best.
It was just
It's
such a-
still the best.
Such a
series.
big anime back in the day that when they announced that fighting game, I remember people going crazy
They're
with excitement, like a Street Fighter
they're
esque.
so much fun.
Yeah.
They're so much fun. I remember every day after school in high school, I'd go to my friend's house and we'd just play Budokai 2 until we beat the game, and it was awesome.
Awesome.
It was so much fun. Top Gun. I bought this game because my dad and I used to play PS2 a lot together when I was a little kid, and it's complete. And this was just kind of a cool flying combat game. It was one player, but the missions were really cool.
PS2 when I was a little kid.
When I was a little kid, I don't know. Doesn't that make you feel?
Yeah.
I mean, I had the N64 and everything, and I played that too. But this was like my second console, and I was still really young when this came out.
Yep. That happens.
This is
that artwork's sick.
Ring of Red. The reason I wanted this game was because the front really looks like, I'm not even showing them the front. The front kind of looks like Metal Slug.
Metal Slug. I thought the same thing when I saw it for some reason.
So I was hoping it was a Metal Slug game, but then you look at the back, and there's like mechs, and there's like sniping of some sort. It looks like it might be a turn-based game. It looks kind of like a mix of Advanced Wars with like Mech Assault or something like that.
Leave us a comment. Let us know how good of a game it is.
It looks pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna play this one off the disc.
OG. It is like perfect.
Beautiful.
Show that. It's like perfect condition.
Perfect. Not a
It
single
must have been too
scratch on it.
confusing for the kids and they never played it.
I guess, and I'm glad. So that's cool. Minty box too. That's what's really cool about this.
So for $1, you can't go wrong.
How many minutes?
Let's finish your finds, then we'll cut to the next video. We got to about 19 minutes.
Okay. And then Dog's Life. I remember seeing this at GameStop all the time when I was a kid. I always wanted to try it. It's just you are a dog. Like that's the game. Like I don't understand how you play a game as a dog. There's 40 hours of accessible play What a weird way to say gameplay. It's made by Hip Games. I'm sure that's...
I want to play a game where you can play as Snoop Dogg.
That'd be a cool
That'd be
game.
the GOAT. I think that Grand Theft Auto...
Oh, no, it was
San
True
Andreas.
Crime. True Crime.
He's in it?
True Crime, I think it was in New York.
Was
that
he not
had
in San
Snoop Dogg.
Andreas too? I thought he was one
He
of the...
might have been.
One of the, like, Orange Grove or whatever people.
I know, Eazy-E was in that game.
There was a couple of big, like, original...
The guy from NWA.
Yeah, that movie's coming out. Me and Fan are gonna go... No, we're not gonna watch
It
it.
was a movie?
Yeah, Straight Outta Compton.
Are you
It's a movie
serious?
about, it's about him and, like, Dr. Dre and all those people growing up in Compton in the 90s. And the Rodney King and all that
Are
stuff.
they gonna include, like, the murder and stuff that they did?
I don't know any
Did they do
allegedly details about that. Allegedly.
Oh, they always rap about killing people. Anyway, it's complete.
Snoop Dogg's life. Greenlight it.
Rayman Arena. This is another game I've always seen, but I never bought. Because I don't know what the hell it is. Rayman was always an interesting series.
Time to take risk with a $1 a game.
Yeah, exactly. $1 a game, I'll do it. This looks like a party game, actually. And it does support the multi-tap, which I'm actually happy about because I have a multi-tap.
We've found a few of those.
Looks really cool. The only game I've really used the multi-tap with is Gauntlet. Because, Gauntlet
That game's sick.
is Gauntlet. Pretty damn good disc.
Someone
Once
told
again,
me, let me interrupt
What's up?
while I'm thinking about it. I want to ask their subscribers something, and then we'll cut to the part 2 of the video.
Okay.
There's that store, there's a store down on 4th. I can't think of the name of it. Generation Cool. It's called Generation Cool. Apparently they're selling an arcade cabinet of NFL Blitz that's like perfect condition, an arcade cabinet for $300. And to me that sounded like an insanely good deal. I thought arcade cabinets you should go for like $1,000.
I would buy it.
So I just wanted to hear what you guys had to say. NFL Blitz is obviously really fun N64 game.
I love that game.
I've never played it at
I've never
the
played an
arcades. I didn't even know it existed.
I
But
didn't either.
let me know if that's a good deal. We're gonna take a 5-second break here and get
That
back
sounds
to
awesome.
get back to part 2. Zombie moan.
Alright. And the next game is another game that I saw a lot as a kid. A lot of these games I wanted to buy because I saw them when I was younger, but this one I couldn't play because it was rated M.
You waited when they were $60 and now you get them for $1.
Now I get them for $1. That's
Totally worth it.
You know, patience is a virtue that pays off. So this is the Mark of Cree?
Yep.
Something.
One of those two.
One of those things. This game, I don't know, it's really weird. The graphics aren't very good. They're really like squishy looking, like all the characters look really squishy. The only thing I remember is because I played this on a demo disc, like those jam pack things, and you could like cut people in half.
Epic.
And there was like tons of gore, and I know that was really weird for back then because gore was kind of like it was there, like Mortal Kombat existed and all that stuff, but it was kind of still a rare thing
It
to
wasn't,
see.
and it was
Whereas now, like rated M games,
They're just
they're
every game.
everywhere. Every game is rated
epic,
M.
edgy, like violence.
Not a single scratch on there. That's beautiful.
I wish I could find that game, Maximo.
So cool.
I think
Oh,
Maximo,
I know what you're talking about, Maximo.
It was kind of a spiritual successor to the Ghosts and Goblins, but it was a 3D.
I
That
remember
game was
seeing that as
so
well.
sick. I would buy that
He's like-
so
he's got,
fast.
like, a
We
huge
never see
sword
that.
and-
Yes, it was a 3D platformer action, and we never see that game ever. Since we started Game Money, I don't think we've seen that game
I remember
once.
seeing it once again.
And I
at
want
GameStop.
it more than like any other PS2 game out. I want that
Really?
game, and we never see it. I'm thinking about buying it on eBay.
Maybe one day. I don't think it's an expensive game.
I don't think so either. That's why I was surprised.
That's the cool thing about PS2 is that right now, it's in that awkward phase, kind of
Yeah.
like the Wii sort of is right now. Like, because like the Wii prices have fucking just plummeted.
No, yeah,
Like,
they're both in that.
Whereas PlayStation 2 hasn't plummeted, it's just always been worthless.
Maybe
except
in like
for
5, 6,
Dark
7, 8
Cloud
years.
2 and
Yeah,
stuff.
there's
But-
some valuable games, but
One day, the next group of people, maybe my age group, a little bit younger, this will be their first console.
This will be their nostalgia.
So this will be their nostalgia trip.
so buy them right now before the value gets
Exactly. 'Cause
spiked.
right now they are nothing.
Yep.
Killzone for PS2. Once again, another game I've always wanted to play. I've never played the first one. I've played Killzone 2 on the PS3. I've played Killzone 3 a little bit.
Played them on the PSP.
But there's the PSP
Those games
one.
were sick. Those games were fun.
The PSP one is nothing like the console
No,
games.
it's not. It's
though.
like a cover-based.
It's a cover top-down strategy. That game was difficult.
And that was fun. That's why I liked it.
God.
That's why I liked it. I love that top-down, like cover-based games like that.
I raged so hard at that game. It had a cool online mode. I don't know if you ever
Never
played
played
it.
the multiplayer.
It actually,
campaign.
you could like talk to people on there, and it was like full-fledged online.
Innovative for 2006 or whatever.
Yeah, it was awesome. Medal of Honor European Assault.
If this is the game I'm thinking of, the GOAT, the GOAT intro soundtrack. If this is the one I'm thinking of. I think the one I'm thinking of is Allied Assault, actually.
I don't know if I got that.
But it has like a little kid opera song at the intro. It's so sick.
That's pretty awesome.
One of my favorite video game themes of all time.
Also complete. All these are, most of them are complete. I wouldn't say all, most.
And great condition.
Great condition.
That's why I went back.
This series used to be the series. And the cool thing about these games is that a lot of them were 2-player. So that was really cool.
World War II shooters were so oversaturated.
They were back then, but now...
in this time. Now I'd love a new one.
I'd love a new one as well.
Me too, yeah, because we haven't had it for a decade.
Say which one about Call of Duty. Call of Duty used to be a great series. I'm probably going to make a lot of people butthurt, but whatever. It's a terrible series now, but it used to be so good. World at War was so much fun. It had that 2-player co-op campaign. It had a lot of memorable moments, like the guy pulling out the cleaver and just murdering people.
What I remember about that is the gore in the online.
The gore, yeah,
People
that was
blow
so
up
shocking.
And now the new Call of Duty's, a claymore blew up by you, your body just falls over.
It was only World at War that did that, and I remember playing that and playing the beta, and I was so shocked when I blew somebody's legs off.
And their legs like flew off.
I was like, what just happened? And you could like stick people with sticky grenades and then like blow open their chest, and you could see their rib cage and all their organs inside. And oh man, that was so dope.
Let's not get too edgy here.
That was awesome.
But yeah, nowadays it's just like, you got shot point blank with a shotgun, you fall over, like the end.
Yeah.
It's kind of lame, but I missed
Back
that.
then it was like ragdoll plus gore.
Yeah, I missed that. It was kind of interesting.
And then the bouncing betties. Anyway, I could talk about it.
It was a great game.
It was fantastic.
I loved it.
This is another game I saw. I never wanted it as a kid. I thought it just looked really stupid, so I thought I might as well try it now. I mean, look at that guy's face.
That hologram's sick though, and that logo.
The hologram is really cool. The logo is really cool. It reminds me of. Let me just show you what it is. Jet X2O. It's like a jet ski game.
It looks kind of sick.
It looks like, what's the snowboarding game?
1080.
No, it's
no, we're talking
over
about
the top SSX.
SSX Trixie or whatever. Yeah.
This reminds me of SSX Tricky a lot. Like it looks like it because it's got the extreme, it's got the graphics.
Love that hologram. That reminds me of like a hologram Pokemon card.
Yeah,
holographic.
Exactly. Beautiful, perfect disc. Looks like there's like smudges. Looks like some of these have actually been put through on those disc cleaners. I can tell.
What happened is some store resold all these games from somewhere, and this woman must have bought all these games really cheap, like 5-6 years ago, probably.
Yeah. This game I played as a kid. I rented it, and I remember it being super violent as a kid, because like you'd see Wolverine's blades go through like the people, and there's like blood in the game. Like this was like the edgy X-Men game at the time.
Cover. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It was a really fun game back then. It was really difficult, if I remember correctly. Once again, beautiful disc in this weird like blockbuster style. Like that, I honestly like this case a lot, just because it's exactly how the case was when I rented it.
Right.
So this is exactly how it was when I was a kid.
Locking mechanisms, and I think they're meant to have the locking device in them.
It's meant to have the little
that,
plastic
blue thing that goes through, so you can't open it. Yeah, exactly.
Thing right there.
Exactly.
That's what we're talking about right there. The little thing. I don't know. I'm really happy about the case. I'm happy about the disc condition. Oh, you know what? There's a Baskin 31 flavors Robbins thing in there. I mean, look at that.
Go try to use that. Is that chain even alive still? Baskin Robbins? I haven't heard of it for.
It is. It really is. Nobody goes to it. I don't know how it's still alive.
I don't know if we have one. We don't have one in our part of town at least.
There's one by the Foothills Mall. There's one by the Foothills Mall. This was like sort of
semi-sealed.
Smuggler's Run, another game I had. My parents, I guess, didn't know what smuggling meant. They didn't know it was a drug smuggling game, but
what did they think it was?
I didn't know what it was either as a kid, so I guess it didn't really matter.
Did they think you like killed people with pillows?
No, you don't actually kill people in this game. All you do is pick up the items, because it's not even drugs. Like it doesn't say what your illegal cargo is. The items, which is obviously like drugs and stuff.
Pick up the set.
And then you have to like take it to another place before the time runs out, or before the cop gets you, or the rival gangs gets you. And this was another cool game because it once again had split screen. Why is this like a unique thing nowadays? It's 2015. We should be going forward.
Because we're supposed to socialize on the computer.
That's so
I saw
stupid.
an interesting movie last night. Everyone should watch it on their computers, and I think it's free to watch. Actually, it's called Unfriended, and it was a ridiculous movie that all takes place.
I don't.
It's fun. It's fun. Yeah, it all takes place on a desktop.
The fat kid with his hand in the blender.
Okay, the death scenes are ridiculous. But the movie is really interesting and well made. I think how they
The style,
it's
the
all
way.
a screenshot from a computer. So if you watch it
It's
on your
really
laptop, you literally feel like you're part of the movie.
That's
you feel
kinda
like
cool.
you're actually part of the
That's
movie.
cool.
So it's really fun. I believe it's free on like Amazon or something.
Is it free right now?
I believe you can stream it for free
that's
somewhere. I'm not sure. Just Google that, and it's an hour and 20 minutes. So just if you have nothing going on, just watch it. It's a lot.
funny.
It's a really fun movie
That's
to watch
really
on your
funny.
computer.
Got another Medal of Honor game, Medal of Honor Vanguard. I just kind of picked up all the Medal of Honor games. I didn't play. This one isn't complete.
No instruction booklet. What the f?
What the f indeed? Disc is mediocre. It'll play. Looks cool. I don't know if this is 2-player or not. It says there is, but that means, I mean, you could just do like shooting each other.
Older. One's relatively older.
This does look
Late
a little bit
release,
older.
Like,
But it also looks newer at the same time as the
PS3.
EA logo.
oh, I'm sorry.
Newer.
When I said older, I meant older in the system's life. Like a
Oh, I see what you mean.
newer game.
Oh yeah,
one of
because
the newer
this is 2007.
Okay, so that PS3 was already well out by then.
Yeah, so that was for the people that couldn't afford the PS3, which I mean it was
What?
like $600.
I've seen this game at Goodwill so many times.
This game, I remember playing with some friends. It was a really cool game. I remember there's a lot of dust though, so it was like difficult to see in some parts. But Operate Conflict Desert Storm. This is a cool game. My dad almost got sent actually to this. Thank God he didn't.
Did that survival horror game ever come out?
Didn't.
5 Days in Fallujah or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? It's supposed to be like a survival horror set in the Iraq War,
Really?
but like the horror elements are just terrorists and stuff. Like it's supposed. If you know what I'm talking about, it's something Days in Fallujah, and I remember it got quite a bit of hype back in like 2006, 2007, and I don't remember if it ever actually got greenlit and came out or not.
I don't think so.
It's supposed to be like a survival horror set in the Iraq War.
That sounds
and it
really
looks
cool.
pretty cool.
That's
and
really
I
cool.
remember having a lot of dust in that. Is that it for your funds? Nope, one more.
One more. This is actually one of the ones you went back for.
I got 2 copies.
And I
of this
thank
game.
you because I think I have the other version of this. 'Cause I think there's like 2 versions. I'm not really sure. But complete, perfect condition. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. I've actually been collecting all the Metal Gear Solid games. I think I have 1, 2, 3. Well, maybe this one now. I have the PSP ones, and I have the PS3 one, Metal Gear Solid 3, and then there's Metal Gear Solid. No, Metal Gear Solid 4 is what I have for the PS3, and then Metal Gear Solid 5 is coming up pretty
You
soon.
need to get the one on the GameCube.
And then, is there one on the GameCube?
It's that game, I think.
Is this on
I
the
think it's the
GameCube?
third one, but it's a GameCube version. It's pretty hard to find. We've never seen one.
Well, we'll have to look for it.
Yeah, it's a expensive ass game too. It's like $50 game.
Oh my god.
So we'll get into my finds. Went back to the same exact cell. You guys saw this. I took some cell phone footage because I don't know how the spy cam came out. Spy cam is pretty damn shitty in the shadows like that.
Yeah.
Like it's. I don't know how it came out.
It also like overheats.
And it overheats. I still haven't watched the footage. I don't know if it came out well or not.
Oh, God.
But I got some with the cell phone. The cell phone came out really well. She like let me into the garage. I went to wash my car, which is right by her house. The car wash. Went by, no garage sales or anything, so I just went by and knocked. She let me in. She let me in the garage and then just left me there. No one around. So I got some spy cam footage and I was talking to myself.
That's
and stuff.
cool.
It was cool.
That's cool.
It played well for the video at least.
At least you have cell phone footage. So if the spy cam didn't work out, you have the cell phone.
Yeah. They can see the majority of the finds. We're going to the finds. You'll see a theme here with Tony Hawk games. Me and you were talking about this really recently that we never find these anymore.
No.
They're really fun games. I always feel like Tony Hawk games are meant for the PS2.
They were.
Tony Hawk's Underground 2, never played this one.
That was when I stopped buying the games from the series because it was like, this is the same game.
Right. Mojo. Looks like some sort of puzzle game. Not Factory, like Fake Factory still again from Level Up Games.
Completely beat to hell.
Looks like she got these in August of 2010 at Level Up Games, which is no longer around.
No.
Power Drome. Like some sort of ridiculous racing game, kind of like that Jet Moto game. Complete, but in
Nice.
like a fake case.
That's weird.
Lord of the Rings: Two Towers, the GOAT movie license games. If you haven't
That game's
played
awesome.
these,
Was that the co-op one or was the?
I think this was co-op. I just remember Batman on Helm's Deep. X was like a quick attack.
This is
Triangle was the power attack.
I
You had a
remember this
bow.
one.
You had your ranged weapons. Gimli threw axes.
Yeah, these were awesome. All the Lord of the Rings games except for the third.
These, I just remember
Whatever.
this one and Return of the King that
Return of
accompanied
the
with it
King's
were
awesome.
really fun movie license games. They were just straight action games played through the big scenes of the movie. Like the big one here was Helm's Deep, obviously. You battled on the wall. And it was really fun. I own this game on Game Boy Advance. I don't know why I picked it up. I guess just because it was $1, nice condition. Tetris Worlds. I plan on keeping a lot of these
That was
PS2
also
games.
on the GameCube and original Xbox as well, I believe.
It was. I remember. It was a multiplayer, but I played on Game Boy Advance. Just a Tetris game, but nice to have.
Is that 4-player multiplayer that I see in the back?
1 through 4 players, yeah.
Oh my god, that's cool.
Tony Hawk American Wasteland. This must have been a late release. Late release on PS2. I think it came out on the gen after it too, didn't it? PS3 and them.
I don't remember.
Is this the one where you like control the feet, kind of like Skate, or not?
That was Project 8.
Okay, right here. Tony Hawk's Project 8.
That was in the PS2?
Another one I haven't played.
Oh my god.
Apparently I'd like to play this because I love the skateboarding games.
I played the demo on the 360 when it first came out, and it was pretty awesome.
Skate was cool. I played a little
Skate
bit of
was
Skate.
pretty
That game
cool.
was kind of sick. This was the one you were thinking about getting, and I decided to go back and get it. The Punisher.
This game's cool.
The Punisher's coming to the new Daredevil series on Netflix. Next season, yeah.
Oh, you know what? This is made by one of my favorite companies. This is made by Volition, which made like some space game that I liked a lot.
Okay, some space game.
It was I don't remember what the name of it was, but it was like really intense space game.
Tekken 5. I don't know. Tekken's a fun series. I played the earlier ones. Remember, there's an arcade game at the Foothills Mall forever, a Tekken game.
Yes, I always played as like the panda.
Yeah, and that was really innovative because you could go like it was 2D, but at the same time it was 3D. You could step forward and back, so you could circle around, which at the time was like a pretty innovative thing for a fighting game. Rebel Raiders Operation Nighthawk. I don't know why I bought this. It wasn't a sports game, and it was $1, and it was mint condition, so I bought it. $1. God of War, the original one.
That game's awesome. Have you played God of War?
Played these a lot. Really fun games, but again, by second and third one, they were just kind of the same game, over and over again. But still a really fun game, and I like the lore from the Greek gods and goddesses. The lore.
The storyline is really weird, though.
Had to buy this.
Had to follow it.
No, it was he was trying to fight Zeus and stuff, and the backstory was weird. But he was fighting the gods. It was just really cool, gory, fun game.
This game.
Had to pick this up just because of the condition and everything. Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
I love that game.
Obviously, it takes place in the 80s in Miami. I love the setting more than any other Grand Theft Auto game. Can we please get the next Grand Theft Auto?
This was my first Grand Theft Auto game I ever played. I was in like elementary school at my brother's house, and I remember just like getting like the katana, and you could cut people in half.
We found the root of all of Fanta's eggs.
And you could like snipe people's heads off.
Childhood Grand Theft Auto exposure. It is true, apparently.
I used to love driving the taxi though, because you could actually play it like Crazy Taxi, and you'd actually get paid.
Yeah. And
why don't they do that anymore?
I don't know. And I remember you get in the cop cars and you could go fight crime.
Yes.
And get
then
money
you get in the fire trucks and you could put up fires.
Put out fires with the ghetto little things.
What the hell?
That was a sick feature.
That was awesome.
Ridge Racer 5. I played a lot of Ridge Racer on PSP. Never played a console one, and just kind of enjoying the anime, ridiculous girls and stuff.
I've always heard about this series, but I've never played it.
It always seems to me like it's a launch title with PlayStation systems.
Is it?
It seems like there's always a Ridge Racer with the PSP and with the
There
PS2.
was a new PS4 Ridge Racer.
So that's what I have noticed.
Or the PS3.
Metal Gear Solid 2. I don't remember, but it seems like every PlayStation game there's a Ridge Racer. Just like there's a Pilot Wings game for Nintendo systems, it seems like a random series. But
except for Wii U.
I did not know.
Have it.
No, 3DS did. 3DS and N64 did launch titles. That might be the only two though. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty.
That one I remember getting for like 89 cents at GameStop forever ago.
Crash Twin Sanity. Don't know anything about this game. Crash Bandicoot, obviously.
Yeah.
Wicked team moves in this game, which were insane. Had to get this for $1. Bully. The one I had was the like University Edition or something. It's like the special edition one. This is just the regular one. A Rockstar game that takes place in like a prestigious school, and you're the bully.
So weird.
Kind of an interesting concept, and it got pretty good reviews.
I remember seeing this, and I was like, "What the hell?"
How could you not buy this with this cover art? Super Bust-A-Move. Another common arcade game I've played a gazillion times. That's what it looks like. You guys have all seen it at the arcades.
Oh, you get the black label Killzone.
Oh, was there two? Yeah, you got the.
I got the red one.
This lady had a lot of copies. I don't know what she claimed she had these for the kids, but why would she have so many copies of the same games and stuff?
I don't know.
Her story didn't add up really. Killzone. Phantom got the player's choice. I didn't know there was two of them, honestly. Apparently there was. I might play it. I did not like the PlayStation 3 Killzones. But I'm one of those guys that it has to, if it's not Halo, and I don't like it as a first-person shooter. Lights, Camera, Pants, SpongeBob game, day 1 by. Looks like this one's definitely
it's like
multiplayer.
a party game.
Yeah, it looks like a party.
Oh, that's awesome.
Racing around and stuff.
That's so cool.
30 Levels of Madness. And another copy of Metal Gear Solid 3. I bought the other one for fan. I went 40 minutes. 40 minutes.
Did it say 40 minutes on there?
No, it said nothing because it like turned off. We'll continue with the finds. I don't know how much longer the camera has in its life. 3 Tony Hawk's games. 3, 4, which I honestly forgot existed.
Oh yeah.
And Underground. Underground was the first kind of open world one.
Yeah, you get off your skateboard and run around.
Right.
That's the multiplayer one.
Return of the King.
Awesome.
Fun movie license game. Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. I remember getting this with my slim PS2. I ended up getting a PS2. I got several PS2s in my life. Let me put it that way. Ed, and Eddie: The Misadventures. Weird.
Yeah.
Cartoon violence and crude humor. But what was this? It was a Cartoon Network show. That's right.
That was a weird show.
That film will never get 90s Nickelodeon back. If we missed some of the finds because the camera sucks and overheated or something, apologies. But I know the first video went through at least.
Mm-hmm.
Get through to the plugs and play us out.
Like we mentioned, bonus footage on the.
There's no IPA over there. It's heartbreaking.
Oh, I was like, what?
I forgot that I drank the rest of it and threw it out during the intermission.
Oh, anyway, so bonus material will be going on the Facebook page, which this video does have bonus material.
Yep.
I'm really hoping that second entire video went through, because there's a lot of
some of it, sure they did, but it might have died. If not, they saw in the hunting footage everything I bought for $1.
Okay.
You guys saw it. We just talked about it in the second piece.
Yeah.
If it went out, sorry, this camera, we've recorded for an hour now, and it's 1080p.
Overheated.
It's 1080p. It doesn't surprise me, but
It's 2015.
it is an older camera.
Anyway,
Finds on the Facebook.
Finds,
Not
bonus,
finds, footage.
bonus footage on the Facebook page. Twitch streaming, I do that in the middle of the night. If you want to watch that, it's down below. People have Instagram, so now we have Instagram.
Okay, I'm leaving that to you.
I take pictures of stuff occasionally, like our collection. I take pictures of stuff that I'm doing at the time.
Yep.
I don't.
Remember you took pictures of our lighting.
Yeah, the professional lighting. I feel like this picture would be even better because that one's like
this ghetto.
just falling over. Anyway, and then Twitter. We do have a Twitter. The cool thing about our Twitter is that if you are interested in the streaming, I post when we're streaming on there as well as the Facebook, and I also post like quick day one buys that aren't videos, just like one item day one buys that I wouldn't make an entire video on.
If it doesn't have the time, if the window's closing too.
Exactly.
Follow our Twitter, but more importantly, as we said, follow Facebook. Because we're going to start doing more footage, more photos, and more talking with communities.
Easiest way for us to talk to you, and plus you can ask us questions for the Q&A videos.
The only way we'll talk to you pretty much, just because YouTube sucks.
Yeah.
Just because we don't see so many comments that get washed away. So that is it. Leave a like for the videos if you like it.
And share it.
Flagship Theories. Share the videos if you want to share them. And we are out.
Yes.
And bonus footage on the Facebook. Later, guys.